what's up guys, welcome back or welcome to it. If you guys are new here, my name is Alison. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and also click the wing bell button to get a notification whenever I upload a new video on my channel. So earlier in October, iPhone 12 Pro has released, and if you guys have not watched my iPhone 12 Pro unboxing and review, you guys can click it up here to review the video. So in that video, I also did a whole review of the camera function on the front and back, and this is the main reason I decided to go for an iPhone 12 because of the quality of the camera. So you guys will see that in the video. So in today's video, we're going into what's on my iPhone 12 Pro and what apps I'm currently using, and also how I use Smith as a setup on my iPhone. So if you guys are interested in that, then let's keep on watching. Alright, so here you guys are seeing my lock screen, and this is the wallpaper that I downloaded off Pinterest. So I did save all the aesthetic looking, like clean looking of the wallpaper in one board just for my iPhone or iPad. You guys can check it out, and the link is in my description bar below. So moving on, you guys are seeing this page, and this is the page that I create out of Smith. And I don't have a full tutorial on how I create this, but I basically just create my own icon with using Canva. So if you guys want to get into details, I can link someone else tutorial down below, or if you guys want me to do a version of mine, you guys can let me know in the comments down below as well. So I did create the weather, Google Map, photo, Instagram, YouTube, and camera app. So it's really easy if you guys really want me to do a separate video for it. So I would say this page is more of aesthetic looking. I don't really use this page or function with this page as much because I still like to use what it looks like from Apple, because I'm really used to the Apple app icon. So on the next page, you guys can see I still keep the original Apple icon. So with this page, I would say it's just more like aesthetic looking. It just makes me feel clean, and I just love the look of the gray and the background combination. Okay, so let's go through what I have in this aesthetic looking page. So I do have a Smith calendar on top, which I like the combination of the white color with the light gray, and it matches very nicely with the background I have. This is just for the aesthetic looking for me. And then I do have my calendar. This is a calendar from Apple. I didn't change anything of it. The calendar is something that I use for my daily life, my work schedule, and also my YouTube video and my personal life. So that's something that I use to organize my life. And then Smith, this is a photo that I like to put it on top just to kind of match with the color of my wallpaper. And then below there is another logo of showing my iPhone battery. So this page, again, I mainly just use it for aesthetic looking. And then next page is something that it's functional. This is something that I'm used to. So first of all, again, I have another calendar because it just direct me very nicely with a specific date. So I like to go back with this calendar. And then I have a weather, notes is something that I use to organize my notes from work and also for my YouTube ideas and YouTube details. And then photos, obviously, for my album. Camera roll setting is something that I need it on the homepage all the time because I need to go back and fix my lock screen or whatever I need. And then clock is something that I use for daily to wake me up in the morning. WhatsApp is something that I communicate with international friends. And then YouTube is something, of course, this is the most important app that I use to watch YouTube, like almost 24/7. I watch a lot of YouTube. And then Outlook is just something that I use it for work, check my emails. And then another app is the Instagram app, and I just knew this yesterday. You are able to change your Instagram logo. So by doing that, basically you go to your own setting. On the three line on the right up corner, you click in that and then go into the setting. And then basically you have to scroll it down, and you guys see the emoji on top. And then you can choose the classic version of the Instagram from when it started in 2011, or a rainbow color, whatever you want, but I just go with the light color because I feel like this color, it matches with my theme and wallpaper. So that's how you change your Instagram app color. And then WeChat is something I communicate with my friends and work. And then I have a Wayne Slot app, and this is something that I've been playing, and this is something that it takes time, but you do eventually win a hotel room for a free night. Then moving on, this is the app, it's called Macari. I hope I say it right. So this is the app that I sell a lot of my item that I no longer need it, like a used item or something that I just want to let it go, and I just post on this app, and it's real easy. You guys can look into it. And then I have a Facebook app on this app store. Of course, I put it in the second page because it's kind of important, but I don't use it daily. And then Messenger is an app to communicate with friends on Facebook. Safari, I'm the type of person that I still use Safari on my phone, but on laptop I use Google Chrome. So I prefer Safari on my iPhone because it's easy to access, and always every time when I click in, it would just direct me to Safari. And then Google Map is something that if I don't like Apple Map, then I would just go into Google Map. It really depends the location, how comfortable I go to my destination. If something that I already know how to go, then I'll use my Apple app. But if something that is specific, I would just like to go with Google Map for more accuracy. And a reminder, this is something that I use for my YouTube videos or at work. And then Red, this is the app that for Chinese people, you guys will know this app is very popular. And then Ring app obviously is for my household. Navigation, I do have a lot of navigation up here. I have Waze, I have GPS for my car, and then carpool Waze and Apple Map, I put it in here. And then this is a dictionary. I use it to translate Chinese to English or English to Chinese. And then Yelp is something that I use all the time. I used to use this all the time when we are safe to go out and about, hang out with friends and searching for restaurants and places. Robinhood is something that I use for my stock investment. And then Fitness is an app that I use all the time. If you guys have an Apple Watch, it's perfect because it just links right into it and give you the accuracy of your walk and your calories burn or your workout. So I use this app all the time. And Relief is an app that I have someone recommend me to use. And then Map My Run is something that I use to track my run around the neighborhood. And then next folder, this is social, and I basically have all my social app in here. So Twitter, Pinterest, Skype, Like to Know It, and then Douyin in Chinese. Tumblr, Influencer, Weibo is also something that Chinese blog, and TikTok, Trello, and Sally. And then moving on to my photos. So this is something that I use all the time because I do post my Instagram posts pretty often. So I like to keep my first page as something that I use most of the time. So I do still have Facetune, but I don't use it often. And then Physical, something that I used to love it, but I stopped my subscription. And basically I just transfer my Physical to Lightroom because I love the function of giving a different color. You can adjust a lot of specific lighting and the color you want. So I basically use Lightroom as my main photo edit. Planoly is something that I plan my photo and my feed. You guys can check out how it looks like. So I don't have a paid version. This is an unpaid version. So you do have to post it one by one. You can schedule it, but this is what it looks like with my feed right now. These are just like a mood board kind of app, or how you want to organize your photos. Square Feed is something that I use sometimes. And then Retouch is something that I use it quite often now because I want to get rid of the stuff behind me, or there's something that it just bothered me. I would just use Retouch to take out the object. And then Snapseed, this is a really great app because you can adjust the lighting on a specific location. So let's say if you have a photo that your face is too dark but everywhere else is like kind of exposed with lighting, so you can specifically choose your face and make it to a low contrast or low brightness. So this is an app that is really useful. And then Foodie is an app that is perfect for taking object pictures and especially food. So second page, these are the app that I don't use as often, and third page I barely use it, and fourth and fifth page. So you guys can see I only focus on the first page because those are the apps that I use all the time. And I have a Witchsmith up here. You guys can take a look of how I organize or how I create my Witchsmith. And then moving on, the category is YouTube. This is my YouTube tracker, tracking how many subscribers I have, and also money tracker, everything like that. And then moving on, this is a shop album. So this album, I have my Sephora, Nordstrom, Starbucks, Amazon, McDonald's, DoorDash, And then Uber, Rakuten is something that I use all the time when I purchase things. And then move on to the second page, the stuff that I don't use it often, but I still use it. And the other app that I want to recommend you guys, this is something that is really similar with Rakuten, and sometimes they have the best deal compared to Rakuten. And you guys can get this rewards right away. Instead of Rakuten, it does accumulate for about 6 months. So this app, I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to butcher it, but this is the name of it. You guys can check it out. I have a referral link in my description bar below. You guys can check out my referral link to register, and I believe this app is a lot better than Rakuten in my personal opinion when I shop online. And then another shopping app that I have is Home Mall. Home Mall is something that I purchased my contact lens, and also I purchased the Asian style of face mask. So if you guys haven't watched my vlog video, you guys can check up here. I basically do a quick haul of what I purchased, and I feel like their pricing is a lot better than what you purchase on Sephora, so you guys can check it out. And then next page is just finance. I'm not gonna go through the details of it, but I do have my bank app and also my Venmo inside. And then moving on, this is the app for work, so I'm not gonna go into details. And then next, this is an app of Airbnb. And then Lunar is something that I track my period, and it will just gives you an estimate of your next period. So let me get into this app, and then you guys will see my period of time. I can go in, edit, and then actually I always miss count. So here, let's say I have 4 days of period, and then it will estimate your next period is on the 25th, and usually my period is pretty on time. So every time when I go travel, I would just look into this calendar and see if it's mixed up with my travel schedule, because I do get cramps. So this is a really great app, and it just really keep track on my period time. City Sports I use to go to the gym. Utilities, I just have calculation, translation, wallet, and LastPass. LastPass is something I save all my password on the iPhone. So business is something that I use my Turbo for tax refund, and then just all the Google Chromes. And then moving on to travel, this app I just basically have my travel app, which is Cathay Pacific, United, Alpine with Icon Pass. This is what I use for snowboarding, and then All Trails is something that I use for hiking. Arcade apps, honestly I don't have much apps here for gaming, but I do have a lot of Mario and Nintendo Switch, and also this is a Chinese app. Restaurants, this is basically an app for what I used to use before the pandemic, and now I basically don't touch this app. And then digital cam is something that I have for external camera for my doggy, so when I go to work I can watch them and see what's going on with them. But this app I haven't been using because we have been working from home lately. Newsbreak is something that I get all the news notification with this app, and especially for local news. Planter is something that I track all my plans, but recently I just got a new phone, so I have not set up this app yet. Fetch rewards is something that I scan all my receipt, and whenever you have a receipt you earn points, and the points you can redeem to the gift card. So if you guys are interested in this, you guys can go and click into the referral link down below, and you guys will get extra points by using my referral link as well. And then Double Take, this is an app that I recently just downloaded, but I have not used it. This is something that I believe you can use the front and back camera at the same time. Among Us app. This is an app that is really popular right now. It's popping on YouTube, and I have not had the chance to play this yet because I've been really busy with my schedule. But this is something that I watch a lot of YouTube videos online and seeing how people play, and I want to get myself prepared before I play it myself, because I know this game, it gets really intense. So I'm really excited to try this out with my friends, but I'm gonna watch a lot more YouTube videos before I want to go in to play this game. And on the bottom part, I just put the most used app. And first of all, I now move on to YouTube Music. I feel like YouTube Music is a lot better, and the algorithm is a lot similar with what I'm listening with my music type. And then of course I just have my phone app to get phone calls, and then I use Gmail all the time with work and YouTube, and then I have my iMessage. This is how I communicate. Oh, actually on the second page I miss the small map up here. This is the map that I usually would go to a destination, and I always use my GPS because I don't want to get lost. So this is a little square that it actually comes with Apple, so you can go to your search, and then let's say I want to add this to my home screen. You can basically just move it and place it up here, and you can move around with the app. Let's say if I want to put this widget up here, and then it would just automatically rearrange your app. So basically that is it for what's on my iPhone 12 Pro. I hope you guys enjoy watching this, and let me know in the comments down below what are the apps that you can live without, and also what are the apps that you're planning to download after watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to give me a big thumbs up to support me on my channel, and subscribe down below. It really helps out with my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.